Okay, so let's start with the third part of the Python lib. Now this is the last part, and some more libraries are to be discussed in this. Now deep learning with Seaborn. The Seaborn is another library very useful for making charts and graphs, etc. It goes along with the Matplotlib. So Seaborn is a Python data visualization library based on Matplotlib, and it provides a high-level interface for drawing attractive and informative statistical graphs. In the world of analytics, the best way to get insights is by visualization. Data can be visualized by representing it as plots, which is easy to understand, explore, and grasp. Such data helps in drawing the attention of key elements. So to analyze a set of data using Python, we make use of Matplotlib, a widely implemented 2D plotting library. Likewise, Seaborn is also a visualization library in Python. It is built in top of Matplotlib. So that is why both of them go in a very cohesive manner to give more and better charts and graphs. Seaborn versus Matplotlib. Now let's try and understand the differences between the two. It is summarized that if Matplotlib tries to make easy things easy and hard things possible, Seaborn tries to make a well-defined set of hard things easy too. Seaborn helps resolve the two major problems faced by Matplotlib. The problems are default Matplotlib parameters and working with the data frames. Now, as Seaborn complements and extends Matplotlib, the learning curve is quite gradual. If you know Matplotlib, you are already halfway through. That means you are not finding any difficulty in learning the Seaborn. Some features about Seaborn. It is built on top of the Python's core visualization library, that is Matplotlib, and it is meant to serve as a complement and not a replacement. However, Seaborn comes with some very important features. Now let us see some features about Seaborn. The built-in themes for styling Matplotlib graphics. It is helpful in that. Then visualizing univariate and bivariate data. Fitting in and visualizing linear regression models. Plotting statistical time series data. Seaborn works well with NumPy and Pandas data structures. And it comes with built-in themes for styling Matplotlib graphics. In most cases, you will see that the Matplot is used for the purpose of simple plotting. The knowledge of Matplotlib is recommended to tweak Seaborn's default plot. It is better if you have the knowledge of Matplot. You can learn the Seaborn straight away also, but it is better if you have the basis of Matplotlib. So that is why you will be able to make very good classic graphs using both Matplotlib and Seaborn. Environment setup. To install Seaborn, it is again simple, using only the pip command like pip install Seaborn, and you will see that the Seaborn gets installed on your computer. For Windows, Linux or Mac, whatever system you have, using Anaconda you can use it, or maybe using pip you can use it. So with the Linux and Macintosh, etc., you may use Conda, which is of course available as a free and software distribution, and along with the Python you can make use of that. And it is also used for the SciPy. It comes as a part of the SciPy stack. It is also available for Linux and Mac. It is possible to install the released version using Conda. So Conda installs Seaborn, like we have seen in the case of pip. You can either use pip install Seaborn or Conda install Seaborn, either of the two. Importing data sets and libraries. Importing libraries, let's start with the importing Pandas. Now Pandas is required because you need to have the data, and Panda is the basis on which you are going to import your data. That is why it is always required in fact to import the Pandas as the first statement in your program, which is a great library, as you know we have discussed, for managing relational data sets. Seaborn comes handy when dealing with data frames, which is most widely used data structure for data analysis. The command that we are going to use as import pandas as PD. That is the first statement. Then from pandas import read underscore CSV. So whatever name that you have of your data file, you can write it file name is equal to movie.csv, or whatever name you have, you can use that. Data is equal to read underscore CSV and the file name. And then when you give this command like data dot head within bracket 5, it will display you first top 5 records of your data set. So that is how you can give commands in any IDE, maybe Jupyter or maybe PyCharm or whatever you have. You can give this command and you can get the details of your data set. Now let's import the Matplotlib library, which helps us customize our plots. Matplotlib, again, it's a comment that you want to give, because it is always better to give a comment or maybe remark, so that you know that what is going to do. So from Matplotlib import pyplot as PLT. We will import Seaborn library also with the following command like import Seaborn as SV, or whatever name you want to give. It's not mandatory. So that is how you can start using the Matplotlib, Seaborn, or whatever else you. So we have discussed so far very important libraries. Now we are going to use understand another library which is known as SciPy. It is pronounced as SciPy or SciPy, whatever name. I mean, different people pronounce in a different way, but the purpose is same. And it is of course a free and open source Python library used for scientific computation and technical computation. So that is the reason why it is very, very important, particularly for those who are using it for the purpose of your scientific computation. Now what exactly is SciPy? SciPy is an open source Python based library which is used in mathematics, scientific computing, engineering and technical computing. SciPy also pronounced as SciPy. Some sub packages which are there like scipy.io, scipy.special, scipy Lina IQ. Then for interpolation, SciPy interpolate, optimization and fit, SciPy optimize, statistics and random numbers, scipy.stats, numerical integration, scipy.integrate, fast Fourier transforms, scipy.fft pack, signal processing, scipy.signal, image manipulation, scipy.nd image. So whatever sub packages you need, you can import it. So that you become you feel very comfortable when you are writing your program. Now question is, why use SciPy? SciPy contains a variety of sub packages which help to solve the most common issues related to scientific computation. SciPy is the most used scientific library, only second to GNU, that is free software. Specific or scientific library for C and C++ or Matplotlib, very easy to use and understand, as well as fast computational power. It can operate on any array of NumPy library. So that is the versatility of the SciPy. Now let's also try and understand the comparison between the NumPy and SciPy. NumPy, as we know, is written in C and used for mathematical or numeric calculation. It is faster than any other Python libraries. NumPy is the most useful library for data science to perform basic calculations. NumPy contains nothing but array data type which performs the most basic operation like sorting, shaping, etc., indexing also. So very important operations can be performed with the help of the NumPy. SciPy is built on top of the NumPy. So SciPy is a kind of a superset. Like SciPy is fully featured version of linear algebra, and NumPy contains only a few features. Most new data science features are available in SciPy rather than in NumPy. Then scikit-learn. This is another library which is again very useful and very commonly people use it. It is a free machine learning library or Python, and it features various algorithms like support vector machines, random forest, k nearest neighbor, and it also supports Python numerical and scientific libraries like NumPy and SciPy. Scikit-learn provides a range of supervised and unsupervised learning algorithms via a consistent interface in Python. The library is built upon the SciPy that must be installed before you can use Scikit. Scikit is also known as or named as sometimes sklearn, the stack that includes NumPy base n-dimensional array package. So what is Scikit or sklearn? It provides a range of supervised and unsupervised learning algorithm via a consistent interface in Python. It is licensed under the permissive simplified BSD license and is distributed under many Linux distributions, encouraging academic and commercial use. So the library is built upon the SciPy, must be installed before you can use Scikit-learn. The stack includes NumPy, that is base n-dimensional array package, SciPy, fundamental library for scientific computing, Matplotlib, comprehensive 2D, 3D plotting, IPython, enhanced interactive console, SIMPy, that is symbolic mathematics, and Pandas, data structures and analysis. Now, what are the features? The library is focused on modeling data. It is not focused on loading, manipulating, and summarizing data. For these features, refer to the NumPy and Pandas. So this is very, very useful where the calculations comes into play. Now, some very important features or models that you can say in sklearn or Scikit-learn is clustering. Clustering for grouping unlabeled data such as k-means. The cross-validation for estimating the performance of supervised models on unseen data. Data sets for test data sets and for generating data sets with specific properties for investigating model behavior. Dimensionality reduction for reducing the number of attributes in data set for summarization. Visualization and feature selection such as principal component analysis. Ensemble methods for combining the predictions of multiple supervised models. Feature extraction for defining attributes in image and text data. Feature selection for identifying meaningful attributes from which to create supervised models. Parameter tuning for getting the most out of the supervised modeling. Manifold learning for summarizing and depicting complex multi-dimensional data. Supervised models, a vast array not limited to generalized linear models but discriminate analysis, naive Bayes, lazy methods, neural networks, support vector machines, and decision trees. So likewise, there are so many types of models can be created with the help of the sklearn, and that is why it gives phenomenal versatility when you are using it. And we will see when we will start working on using an IDE, then you will definitely be able to appreciate the power and utility of this. So this completes the Python library. So we have seen not all because there are so many libraries, but definitely the most important ones which we are going to use and you need every time. So that completes the Python library. Thank you.